Today we are going to do some problems from our textbook. How can we ignore our textbook? And these problems are interesting. One of them is about an old woman's will. This old woman had 3 daughters and she was a rich woman. She had 19 camels. When she died, she made a will. So, with the help of the PowerPoint presentation, I am going to explain you what was there in the will and how the daughters got confused while distributing the camels and how their problem got solved. This is one problem. And the other problem is about a little boy called Arun. His mom has made a timetable for him when he is going to study, when he is going to sleep, and all those things. All moms do this. है ना? So, children, I think each one of you will be able to relate to it. So, today we are going to do these 2 problems. So, over to our PowerPoint presentation.
Old woman's will. An old woman had 3 daughters. She had 19 camels. She was a rich woman. After her death, the daughters read her will, which stated, eldest daughter will get half of the camels. Second daughter will get 1/4 of the camels. Youngest daughter will get 1/5 of the camels. Now, children, first of all, I want to tell you about will. The daughters read her will. Children, will is basically a paper in which a person writes what all belongings does he want to give to whom. Like this old woman, she wanted to give half of the camels to the eldest daughter, 1/4 of the camels to the second daughter, and 1/5 of the camels to the youngest daughter. So, wherever she wrote it down, that paper is called her will. Okay, now the 3 daughters, they got confused. Why they got confused? Because she had 19 camels. And how can somebody get half of 19? Now, what will be half of 19? 8.5. 8 camels full and a half camel. Is it possible to get 8.5 camels? No. So the daughters were really confused since 19 is an odd number and it was not possible to have half of 19 camels. So, children, their aunt, the old woman's sister, she came to their house. Their aunt lent them one of her camels so that they had 19 plus 1, 20 camels. And then she said, now you divide the camels amongst yourselves. That aunt was very wise. How she was wise? Let us see that. Now, number of camels eldest daughter got was half of 20. Now, children, since the aunt gave one camel of hers, so 19 plus 1 is 20. We can easily find out half of 20. I already told you, of means multiply. So, half multiplied by 20 is equal to 1 into 20 upon 2. 20 ones are 20 upon 2 is equal to 20 divided by 2, and which the answer is 10. So the number of camels eldest daughter got were 10. Okay, let us see. what the second daughter got. She was to get 1/4 of 20. 1/4 of 20 means 1 upon 4 into 20, which is equal to 1 into 20 upon 4. 20 ones are 20. So this is 20 upon 4, which is equal to 20 divided by 4, equal to 5. So the second daughter got 5 camels. Okay, children, let us see what the youngest daughter got. Now, number of camels youngest daughter got were 1 upon 5th of 20, which is equal to 1 upon 5 multiplied by 20. Again, 1 into 20 upon 5 is equal to 20 ones are 20 upon 5. Now again, upon means divide. This is the division bar na beta. So 20 divided by 5 is equal to 4. 5 fours is 20. So the youngest daughter got 4 camels. The second daughter got 5 camels and the eldest daughter got 10 camels. So children, 10 plus 5 plus 4. How much is it? Come on, do it. Mentally, come on. Yes, 19. 5 plus 4 is 9. Plus 10 is 19. So children, the three daughters all together got 19 camels. And if you remember, the old woman had 19 camels. One camel was lent to the daughters by the aunt. Okay. Now, total camels the three daughters got is equal to 10 plus 5 plus 4 is equal to 19. One camel which was left was given back to the aunt. Come. Now, this is the Arun's timetable which I was talking about. Now, you must be wondering what is this pattern I have made colorful one. So, children, this one box represents 1 hour of the day. See, children, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rows. 4 columns and 6 rows. So, how many boxes are there? 6 fours are 24. So, these are the 24 hours in a day. Now, sleeping time in a day is 1/3 of a day. Arun's mom said, Beta, you should sleep for 1/3 of a day. It means 1/3 of 24 hours. Okay. Which is equal to 1/3 multiplied by 24. 24 into 1 is 24 upon 3. Now again this is division bar. So this is equal to 24 divided by 3, which is equal to 8 hours. So children, we must sleep for 8 hours a day. You know, it's very important. Our body requires that type of rest. So Arun's mom was right in saying that you should sleep for 1/3 of a day. Okay. So for 8 hours, Arun was supposed to sleep. So children, this red color, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the red boxes denote the hours when Arun was sleeping. Okay. Now playing time in a day. Mama told him 1/8 of a day you can play. So he was very curious. He wanted to know for how many hours can he play. So he sat down and started calculating. 1/8 of a day means 1/8 of 24 hours, which is equal to off means. Children, I told you what is the meaning of off. Of means multiply. So 1 upon 8 multiplied by 24. So 124 is the 24 upon 8. This is equal to 24 divided by 8 is equal to 3 hours. So Arun said, good, I'll be able to play for 3 hours. He was very happy. 3 solid hours I'll get to play. So these blue boxes, they represent the playing time of Arun. Okay, let us see what the green boxes and yellow boxes denote. Let's see. Studying time in a day. Oh, yes, we have to study, beta. It's very, very important part of childhood, right? So, studying part of a day is 1/4 of a day. Mama said, beta, you have to study for 1/4 of a day. So, he wanted to know now how much is 1/4 of a day? So, 1/4 of 24 hours. 1 upon 4 multiplied by 24. This much he could make out very easily. So then he started calculating. 1 into 24 is equal to 24 upon 4. So that is 24 divided by 4, which is equal to 6 hours. Oh God, Mama, I have to study for 6 hours. Mama said, yes, beta. See, 1 hour for each subject. That will be 4 hours. And now 2 more hours. 2 more hours will be for your Olympiad exams. So, do you want to get good position in Olympiad or not? Arun said, yes, yes. I am having competition with my best friend. So, I want to do very well in Olympiad. Then Mama said, see, beta, if you have to do well in Olympiad, you have to study. So Arun said, okay, Mama, no problems. I'll study sincerely for 6 hours and then I will get 3 hours to play also, na? Okay, let us see what are the remaining hours meant for. Okay, time spent in sleeping, playing, and studying. For sleeping, 8 hours, playing 3 hours, studying 6 hours. So total time spent is 17 hours. So how many hours are left? How will we calculate? Now total hours in a day are 24 and 17 hours we have spent in sleeping, playing and studying. So if we subtract 17 from 24, we will get the remaining time. Okay, let us see. For other activities, the remaining part of the day which is left is 24 minus 17 equal to 7 hours. Now you must be wondering, what is Arun doing in 7 hours? There are so many things, beta, like eating food, watching television, taking bath, going to the washroom. So many things are there which we are supposed to do. So those important things we have to do in 7 hours. So children, this is Arun's timetable. So children, now you would be understanding how fractions are an integral part of our day-to-day life. They are very, very important. So that's all for today, children. There are some more word problems which are left, and those we will do in our next video. That's all for today. Thank you and have a great day.